It's Ramsey Dewey over here at the Animal MMA Gym in Shanghai, China. We're at the Animal 2 location. Yu and I are going to show you some techniques you can do if you're the guy on the bottom fighting a guy standing over you in an MMA fight. Now, we have essentially 4 priorities. We can strike, we can stand up, if we can't stand, we can work to sweep. Let's put the top guy on the floor, or if I can't sweep him, I can work for a submission, such as a heel hook. Now, there are many ways to sweep, several ways to get up, and a bunch of submissions we can do, and a bunch of strikes. So let's go over standing up first. He's standing over me. I want to put some distance between us. I'm keeping this hand up because he wants to punch and kick and hurt me. So using this frame, I get up like so. Again. Let's do that a couple of times. Striking. I've got a bunch of striking options. A downed fighter under unified rules can totally kick the standing fighter in the head. And there are many ways to do that. We can also kick the legs. We can kick the body. You can axe kick up, boom, and over. Maybe I'll get him to fall down. But there are lots and lots of ways to kick. Here's a little trick about kicking. If you put your hand on your chest like this, try to beat your chest with your finger. It's not very hard, right? Hold it out like this. And suddenly, let me see if I can get this closer to the microphone. Suddenly I can hit myself in the chest a whole lot harder. Why? Because there's elastic recoil. Now, we can do the same thing with the knees. Here, my knees aren't loaded. There's a limit to the power. Here, with that elastic recoil pulling back on the knees, now, boom, I can explode with a ton of power there. Okay, I can do this to the legs, boom, boom, to the body, or if I climb up here, boom, to the head. Okay? Sweeps. There are a bunch of sweeps we can do from the bottom. What we need to be careful about is sitting up. We don't want to do this. This is okay in jiu-jitsu competition. It's not okay in MMA. Why? You can punch me in the head. It is totally legal to strike, as in punch and elbow the head of a down fighter. Can you hit me with your hands? Boom. Easy, right? What he's not allowed to do under unified rules is knee, kick, or stomp my head. So either way, this is not a safe position. I want to keep my guard up. If you're not familiar, the guard in grappling is your feet, your legs between you and the other guy. In the same way that in boxing, the guard is your hands, your arms, your shoulders between you and the danger, right? This keeps you safe. If he changes position, right, I change position and I keep my guard between him and me. Same thing on the ground. This is my guard now. This is what keeps me safe. If he moves around to the other side, right, you know, I'm going to move my guard to face him at all times. All right? So, besides getting up by doing this technical get up, maybe he's giving me some pressure coming forward. I can also get up by doing a backwards roll. Make sure you're explosive with that. Okay? And that can put you right back on your feet. Let's do some sweeps. Here's an easy one, right? I don't know if you saw that. I'm going to use my feet like hands. Grip the knee, grip the back, pull the other knee, put this foot on the hip, push, pull, pull. Down he goes, up I come. Again, grip, push and pull, stand up, boom, pass the guard. Okay. Again, really easy push, pull, sweep. Let me do this on the other side. As he goes down, I come up. One more time. We have a bunch of options here. Okay, here's another sweep. Let's move into a single X guard. I'm gonna grab this. I'm in a butterfly guard position. I'm going to kick between, and I'm going to lift my hips right into a heel hook position. Okay. Again. Grab, butterfly, kick, rotate. Notice now I'm on the side. Now I'll lift my hips up, lifting this heel off the floor. Push, down he comes. Now I have the heel hook option, guard pass options, wrestling options I didn't have before. Here's another one. How about X guard? I love X guard, especially for MMA. A lot of people don't, and there are a couple ways to do it. I can move into an X guard this way, and I've got many guard passing options from there. Or I can hook the inside like this, and now I've got whole different sets of guard passing options here. Different sets of takedowns and sweeps. Man, you can write a book about X guard. Marcelo Garcia did. It's great. It's called X guard by Marcelo Garcia. And there are many, many sweeps and many submission options. Let's do a few more. All right. So what I'm doing with the X guard is putting my body under him. So his center of gravity is pretty much on top of me right here. So I can block this foot. I can control this foot. Lift this one up, right? A lot of fun things we can do if we can take the back. I'm not going to spend too much time breaking down the technical features of X guard, but it's a really fun thing to do. All right. And if you're proficient at it, it's a pretty practical thing for MMA. What else do we have? One thing I like about the X guard for MMA is that it allows you pretty quick access to standing up on a single leg, right? Can you punch me? Not really. All right, can you put your weight on me? Not really. But I can definitely stand up with this and now start imposing my will. What else do we have? How about just sit up into a single leg or a double leg? He's standing over me, maybe there's a little bit of space, he doesn't want to get too close. Stand up and tackle him. Or stand up on a single leg. Or stand up on a shot for a double leg. Now we have to be careful with this. I've got to time this really well. Because if I sit up like this, he can kick my body, he can punch my head, he can knee me in the chest, that's all okay. So I gotta time these legs, right? And I've also got to make sure I'm trapping and blocking them appropriately, okay? So that I don't get caught on the way up. If you're gonna shoot for the legs, from your guard, make sure you drill this a lot in the gym because you got to get this timing down. Otherwise, it can be very dangerous. Okay? So what else do we have? Oh! This one of my favorite moves. It's a capoeira kick. So you can kick people in the head from the floor. It's not that hard. Now, Tien isn't the tallest guy in the world, but I can easily kick someone at least my own height or taller in the head from this down position. I start like a technical get-up. I lift my hip up and I push this leg, boom, head level. Okay? So if I got this heavy bag over here, let's pretend that's my opponent. Time that right, you can put yourself right back on your feet. Okay? Here's another one. Climb the body and push directly, boom, into the face. So if I'm doing that with the heavy bag, I've got one foot on this bag, propping up my hips so I can reach the head. If your butt's on the floor, you won't reach the head. You've got to be able to prop yourself up and then up kick with a straight heel or an axe kick. Did you know you can axe kick from the floor? You know that Taekwondo move where we lift the leg up and chop it down? You can do that from the floor. I'm gonna do this really slow. Up, down, boom, right? So remember the 4 S's of guard work. Strike, stand up, sweep, submission, and it's not just limited to what we're doing here. In fact, I'll show you a couple others. Here's one. Let's say, let's go this way. Okay. Let's say I'm standing up for a single leg or a double leg and I blocked his legs. He's not going to knee me, but he starts reaching for my head, right? How about a fireman's carry? Let's do that one again. Again, I sit up, I frame just right. I time this so I don't get kneed, but he reaches, maybe he's trying to guillotine, right? Grabs this, I grab the leg. Yeah. Do that, what do we call that in judo? Oguruma? I don't remember. Fireman's carry in English. What else do we have? Ooh, Imanari roll. Did you know you can Imanari roll from the floor? You can. Now, ordinarily, we'll do an Imanari roll from out here. And then we'll move into our leg locks, right? And it's great if you have that momentum. But if you time this just right, you have good core strength. You can do this from the floor too. Here, let's do this one more time on this side. Again, he's standing over me. I can pull a little bit with this foot to generate momentum to get this hand in there. Okay. Man, when you understand every range of combat, stand up, submissions, takedowns, guard passing, you know, even though we're not passing the guard and doing takedowns necessarily right here, we are understanding what the top guy's options are, giving us much greater understanding of what our own options are. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.